Our second component, okay, so breaking it down into the next exercises. These are really important. So I'm going to use the same framework that we did before. So we're going to have a deadlift, a floor press, and then an ab wheel. So within the theme for today, we have a hip dominant, and then we have a horizontal push. I'm going to complement those, but we're going to say we already did a 2-leg hip dominant exercise. Let's do a single leg. So I love the single leg RDL, whichever variation that we can do, but we'll do the single leg RDL next. This will probably be for a different rep range, but we don't go into the super high reps. We stay in like that 8 to 12. We're also going to be supported so that we're taking out balance. We want to focus on the strength and get stronger legs, so the ankle, knee, hip working together without necessarily making it a balance exercise so they're wobbling all over the place. So that'd be the first exercise of that second circuit. So single leg RDL complements, this is important, complements the strength exercise that we did already. So the deadlift, the trap bar deadlift. In addition, it satisfies the need to have a balanced program by having bilateral and unilateral training within the same routine. Doesn't necessarily have to be in the same routine, but I find it's helpful, at least to satisfy my monkey mind and make my checklist a little bit easier that the program is balanced. The second exercise, we did a horizontal push before. Let's do a horizontal pull. So we're going to do a row of some sort. Now, we did a 2-arm press. Let's break it up. Same concept here. We're going to go a single arm pull. Now, we're going to keep the reps a little bit less. So we're going to stay in an 8 to 10 rep range. We like rep ranges. We don't like actual rep numbers. Rep ranges tend to be better for effort. You never know how they slept the night before, but you can give them a rep range. Say, hey, this is what you did last time. You did 8 at 50 pounds for the 1-arm dumbbell row, but let's try for 10 to 12 to see if you can beat it this time, depending on how you feel. Boom. Okay, so second exercise complements, so it's a horizontal pull, and we're going to go 1-arm dumbbell row that complements for the horizontal push that we did before. Again, looking at an exercise and a grouping within the confines of the training program. This circuit, if you're doing 3 rounds of it, might take longer than the first one because you're doing unilateral exercises. Speaking of unilateral exercises, we did a bilateral core exercise on the first one. So our last exercise in this grouping, this second grouping, is going to be a unilateral core exercise. And in this one, we're going to kind of, again, it can't take away from the first or second exercise in the pairing. So really important. This is where a body weight exercise comes in. And we're going to do a harder version of the hollow rock, an oblique version of the hollow rock. So they're going back and forth with the elbow to the same side knee, 8 to 10, then switching sides. Again, you're probably going to have 5 minutes rest from their first set of the single leg RDL and roughly 5 minutes rest between their 1-arm dumbbell row. So all of these factors, right? We talked about we're satisfying science in addition to satisfying the client's needs. All of these factors go into the making of a what I would consider our 3x3 program design to be really, really well-rounded, as you can see, and we can I can defend it. And the concept of satisfying the client. So satisfying the client, giving them the aesthetic and performance needs that they need. So a balanced routine, bilateral, unilateral, make sure we're addressing any imbalances, and then certainly an upper, lower, and a core. It doesn't always have to be, but that's the deal.